I am just gonna film a prototype video for you of my friend Fire and share some of the other goodies we have available. I just want to let you know I'm in Mexico. I'm in Mexico City. I've been here for a little bit on a endometriosis healing journey, recovering from surgery. But anyway, there's more to say about that. I can share in another video if you're interested. But I just want to let you know it might be a little noisy, but I do want to film this in the daylight, so I'm going to go ahead and get to it. Thank you for joining me, and feel free to share any questions in the comments, and I will get back to you. Okay, I'm just having some water first. Check out these stickers. These are from my Patreon. A couple of my friend Fire. Anyway, welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to share a deeper look at my friend Fire with you. And real quick, just some of the things I have on the table. In my current Kickstarter campaign, I do have all of my Gentle Tarot, well, not all of the items, but most of them. So maybe I'll do a real quick run through of these, just real quick, because they have to do with the new deck. So here is the first edition. It is the box version of this deck is totally out of print. So the only ones available are the ones that come in these canvas pouches. And in the campaign, these are gonna come with a PDF guidebook unless we reach our 90K stretch goal, which I really hope we do, because then I will print little color booklets that will go with every single Gentle Tarot reward or add-on. So regardless of what edition you get, these two already also come with PDF guidebooks. This is the pocket deck. It comes with this custom little sticker sheet that I made for I wanted to give some extra love to my Kickstarter backers in my last campaign. And there is the PDF guidebook on the back. And it has the same matte gold gilding as the first edition. And it's a little fancier because it has stamping on the card backs. And honestly, the pocket deck is my personal favorite. This is also a custom molded tin that I had designed and made. So it has this nice kind of lip gloss slide-on lid. Anyway, I better move faster. I always feel like I don't want to take up too much of your time. But here's a linen edition. Okay, so in our current campaign, we have 2 editions that are going to be released. And they're going to be the same size as the first edition Gentle Tarot and the linen edition Gentle Tarot. So my friend Fire will have this size and this size, and the main differences are that the cardstock and finish is going to be the same for the first edition. The linen edition of my friend Fire is going to be the same size as the Gentle Tarot linen edition, but like I said, the quality of the paper cardstock is going to be a lot better. And the reason that this deck was printed with a more basic art paper is because it was a self-funded project. I did not do a Kickstarter, and I just really felt the need for a more accessible deck in terms of pricing. And I also received a lot of feedback from folks with arthritis, and they wanted a slightly shorter deck that was easier to shuffle. So this deck was made with a lot of love. It's definitely it's dear to my heart. And anyway, moving forward, so yeah, also real quick, the Gentle Tarot full-size guidebook might be my biggest passion project so far. And the reason I say that is because I feel like it really gives the user a more in-depth understanding, especially because every single card has an art symbolism section. So like you don't like, there's also like background on like what the animals are, etc., but also like why they were chosen and different composition decisions. And anyway, it feels really hard to get into the headspace of like talking about my own work, but I highly recommend the full-size guidebook. During the campaign, it's offered at a super discounted price. It's made with a lot of love, and I will be releasing a full-size guidebook for my friend Fire, but it will take me some time to write. So I'm hoping to be able to... Also, this deck is almost out of print, you guys. I'm like super blown away. I believe I printed 8,000 copies. I'm really bad at remembering numbers, but I don't remember how many, but it's almost out of print. So if you want one, now's the time, because I'm not going to be reprinting these most likely until I have this one written. So these little gems are available in the Kickstarter. Okay. Oh wait, one more. This is also a little sneak peek of the hardcover journal that comes as a freebie or as an add-on. And it's, I probably should have showed you my personal one just so you could see how much I love it and use it. But anyway, these are also, I'm also excited to get more of these out into the world. Okay, also, side note, this fits the pocket deck as well as a linen edition. So if you want a nice little canvas pouch for your deck, these ones are also recently added as an add-on. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I feel like I really want to get into why these decks exist. Well, both the Gentle Tarot and my friend Fire. The Gentle Tarot, I don't know how much I can get into it right now, but this deck, wait, I don't even know where to start. I'm sorry if this is a long video. I did not plan anything. I'm just kind of winging it. But yeah, this deck comes from a place that, it comes from a place of a lot of unconditional love and support, and I find that, you know, the voice and the writing that came forth in this book, it's almost like I tapped into what I needed to hear in the moment, you know, and I kind of would sit with each card and really truly embody the meaning and experience and questions that come from each of the cards in the Gentle Tarot. And then, you know, based on my own life experiences, my own challenges and struggles, just entering that space with this unconditional love that I feel is so available for all of us. And yeah, so another thing that happened with the Gentle Tarot is, as a person of Indigenous descent, coming from an immigrant family, and really living a life like decolonizing since I was a child. Like, it's just part of my existence. And so a lot of that like comes through in my work, not necessarily in a very like sharp, or, well, sometimes, but like not in a very like obnoxious, or like, I'm not trying to preach to anybody, but really just reconnecting us with what it means to be human and on this earth, like as earthlings, and really remembering the connection that we have with our planet, and like why it's so important, not only for our personal mental health and journeys, but for the planet itself. And that's why it's always been really important for me to donate a percentage of proceeds. And it just, I feel like wherever we can give back and participate in our global, like in our community, it's important to me. So all of that to say that in the same vein, my friend Fire, my friend Fire is an extension of the voice and energy and like love of the Gentle Tarot. And the reason that my friend Fire came to be was actually during the creation process of the Gentle Tarot. Like, I don't know how many of you know this, but I actually did not own my own tarot deck before creating the Gentle Tarot. And the reason for that is because I never ever came across a deck where I really truly felt like none of the cards threw me off. And I think a big part of that was the face cards. So in the Gentle Tarot, it's seed, root, flower, harvest, and a more direct connection to phases of growth and nature. So anyway, I don't know if I'm even like following, I don't know if I'm easy to follow or if I'm going in loops here, but basically while I was creating the Gentle Tarot and revisiting the meanings of the tarot cards, I kept on running into kind of these gaps or areas of themes or questions where I felt like a little bit more support was needed, or like I just wanted to dive a little deeper. I needed to get deeper, and I wanted to explore more support in certain areas. So ever since I started illustrating and creating the Gentle Tarot, I had a notebook and I started writing down all of the additional work that I wanted to contribute to this deck. So I am so excited that my friend Fire is finally here. It's a 52 card deck. There are not 52 cards here. I still have a handful to illustrate. And I'm excited to have you along for the ride in our Kickstarter campaign. But yeah, my Patreon definitely has been with me this whole time and have seen so many different versions of the cards. And anyway, so this deck has been in the making since 2020 when I began creating the Gentle Tarot. And then it kind of really kicked in last year when I started to run into some health issues and really started to dive deep into my own healing journey. And I started to receive support from different modalities like therapy, acupuncture, having deeper conversations with friends and family, and really working on rebuilding the connection with my body and health. And anyway, I don't know how much I should get into that, but this deck has accompanied me on that healing journey. And I have another one where I have them separated into suits. Okay. How nice are these bags? I'm like, dang, should I have some made for my friend Fire? I'm like, I love them so much. Anyway, here I have them separated by suits just so the deck will have a reference card like this, but not necessarily this design. Okay, so the suits in my friend Fire, I've explained a little bit in the stretch goal video. Do I need to put this? Do I need to bring this down a little? Okay. So the suits in my friend Fire, the deck is hugged by a black and white card, and those two cards are inspired by the unseen in the Gentle Tarot, and more so just that ethereal spirit space where we have just like that infinite potential. So I haven't illustrated the final card. I'm super excited about it, but here's the white one, the white border one. And then we have our suits, which are listening, which is in green. And if you notice, I have different shades of green. I'm really excited about that. It's different than the Gentle Tarot. The Gentle Tarot just has one color for each suit. So here is the listening suit. And then we have the nourishment suit, which is in blue. And the expansion suit, which is like this orange. And then the reflection suit, which is like this coral pink. I love it so much. I had no idea I was gonna love these colors so much. And then we have purple, which is a transformation suit, and this is gonna go from like purple to black. So yeah, like I was saying, these suits and these cards are all really influenced by my own healing journey. But what's exciting for me, honestly, is that each suit is also like its own little healing journey. So there is something to their sequence, but I will get more into that in the guidebook. There's also some elements that are shared between the two decks. I feel like I always say it's my favorite card, but more often than not, I've said that this is my favorite card in the Gentle Tarot. But so yeah, you can see here that this is the figure from the Tower in the Gentle Tarot, and I will get more into these things in the guidebook. But there's also some that I kind of just want to leave to see if you just like organically make the connections on your own. Anyway, so I'm not sure how in-depth of a prototype sample this should be. Like I said, this is not the full deck, but maybe I'll just do a flip through of the cards, and then I'm not going to tell you too much about their meanings just yet, but I will just let you get a look at them. And personally, I kind of like looking at them when they're all shuffled, so I'm gonna use this deck and just do this little run through. Yeah, and I'll just talk about the process maybe while I go through them. But creating a deck that is not a tarot deck, like, I don't personally like the word oracle as much. I don't know why, but creating like this companion deck that does not have a structure like the tarot has been just like the most beautiful, I don't even know what to call it, but like as a deck creator and going through this process like internally and creating in a way that is just so free has really like allowed me to tap into this whole other world inside myself, and I'm really excited. And that's why this is the first deck out of a series of another 5, like one for each element. Yeah, it has been so liberating, and not just that, but like expansive. And it's really asked me to tune into my own intuition in a way that the Gentle Tarot didn't push me as far. So yeah, I'm just like, I'm pretty blown away. I'm so happy that we have the support that we have. The cost of making these decks, especially like the new linen edition, like it's pretty high. But anyway, I don't talk about that. We'll get there. We'll get to wherever we're gonna need to get to, and it's okay. So okay, oh my gosh, you guys, I get so emotional. I just printed this sample deck here in Mexico City, and so it's the first time that I'm seeing these illustrations like printed in the right size, and it's pretty exciting. I don't know, I just like, I'm just so excited to have the entire deck. And one of our stretch goals, I don't know if you noticed, is to include 2 extra cards in my Friend Fire, and I really hope we get there. I'm super excited. I'm super excited to see what those turn out to be. And these aren't necessarily like finals. Nothing is final until we get there, but so far these are the cards, and I have more of the cards finished. I just didn't print them because they're still kind of like on the fence or like need reworking. You can't see the color. Oh, there we go. This one actually has really bright colors. And honestly, looking at these cards makes me so excited for writing the full-size guidebook because there's so much to say about them. But the little booklets that come with the decks for the campaign are gonna have definitely enough information, and they will be substantial enough to use the deck. I just mean, you know, in the full-size guidebook with like having all the space that I want for you know, the art symbolism and background, where I share a lot of my personal story too. Little fox. There's so much to say about these, and I'm kind of holding back, but it's okay. This card is about connecting with your ancestors, and it's inspired by a personal experience in a like snow melt stream. Super cold water. Oh my gosh, this was one of the cards that I was on the fence about. Like, I just don't want this deck to be like too cute, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want it to be like there's so much, like, the message behind this card is like, it's like these cards have really like, it's deeper. It's this deck is going much deeper than the Gentle Tarot. Like, it's not so yeah, I'm still a little bit on the fence just because it's too cute. What the heck? Look at that porcupine eating rainbows. But yeah, the messages behind these cards and the questions are gonna be really potent. I don't know how to describe them, but there's gonna be some work. This deck is gonna be asking us to do some work. So yeah, and I don't know if you can see, but there's a little person here. This one is also, we just voted in my Patreon about it. But this card is about choosing what you want and what you need, what you desire, and this Lynx is like extra big. I don't know, it's kind of inspired by Miyazaki. I don't know, just like, and this being a reference to whatever you can imagine is possible. Like, whatever you dream up, it's okay, and like, you have all the right to believe in it and go for it and just choose what's good for you. And it doesn't have to be something big like this either. It could be just having time for yourself in nature, or whatever it is that you like to do to replenish yourself. Yeah. This is another card that was on the fence because it was too cute. Like, what the heck? But it's staying. I just redid it and added the humpback whales and this rainbow, and it actually feels really good to me. And the Play is Medicine card is about joy, and it does have to be happy. So, and these are salmon berries. The bear is like juggling salmon berries. Yeah. And I don't know if this is going to be on the card box design, but I'm super tempted because so far this one I really love. I really love it. This is another one that was on like the cute maybe go list, but quite a few Patreon members said they were sad to see it go, and I really love it too. I don't know. This is tough. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about every card. I think I need to keep going, but this is a frog that freezes over winter in Alaska, and comes back in the spring. This is a little Wolverine. This is also a card that is in progress. This is not the final design, but I'm happy to see it printed. And as far as animal cards versus human cards, it's pretty, I believe I counted, and there's more human cards than animal cards, but yeah, and I think that's one thing that I've been kind of going around just in my, like, in the composition aspect of like what I want the feel of the deck to be. I do feel like there is there's something about having human figure in the card that changes the energy, but I'm basing that off of what the card wants to communicate. So we'll see. I just love how this card glows. You guys have no idea how excited, like how, I don't even know a word to use, but in Spanish it's like emocionada, and like I can translate that as excited, but I don't know, it just feels different. I don't feel like I have an adequate word. One of my favorites, this one. And then that's it. There's also, I had a lot of feedback about the Gentle Tarot, that it was just like overly feminine. And my friend Fire does have either like a gender, or it's like there's more diversity in this deck. And yeah, I've been conscious of that, and you see a little salmon in here, a little shadow of the eagle. This might be one of my favorite cards too. I can't wait to write the little guidebook, you guys. I can't wait to write this guidebook. Okay, so we got to the end. Like I said, I have more cards finished, but I didn't print them in the sample deck. And then this card is, if we can make it to our stretch goal where there's 2 extra cards, this is one of them. And I'm really, really, really excited and hope that we get there. I have no idea what the other card would be yet, but I love, like, one thing I love about the deck creation process is like that things come and you just ride with them. So and this was also a process that my Patreon really helped me with too, just like, because we had 2 cards titled Silence, and we ended up coming up to a good like a good middle ground. And I haven't told them that this is the extra card yet, but I've been meaning to send that post. Okay, and this is not the card back design. I just needed to print something, and I had this sample deck printed here locally with this gold foil, just for my own excitement, just to see what it would feel like. But this is not at all the final back design. We're gonna be voting in Kickstarter. Probably first in Patreon, and then whatever finals make it, we'll vote in Kickstarter. So anyway, I'm pretty sure that's it. We have all these goodies. I have no words for all the support that you're giving me. It means so much to my work. And the reason I have such high stretch goals is because I'm really hoping that this campaign can support my small company and support me, and reaching those stretch goals is what would really help make that happen and relieve some of the stress that's been a little bit present with my company for a little while. So all of your sharing is really, really, really appreciated. Thank you so much for being here. Please post any comments or anything that comes to mind. I always love hearing from you, and I would love to be in touch. Like, that's my favorite thing of Kickstarter and Patreon, is just having that one-on-one connection. So I hope to hear from you. Thank you for being here. If you want to see anything else, let me know. Okay, more soon.